मैं पूरे बिहार की ओर से, मैं पूरे सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम ग्रुप की ओर से मैं पुनः टीपी शशि कुमार सर का अभिनंदन करता हूं, उनका स्वागत करता हूं। सर, मेरे पुष्प शब्द गुच्छ में, शब्द के संग्रह में ऐसा शब्द नहीं है कि मैं आपका उससे स्वागत कर सकूं। सर, मैं सब चीज आपको अपने बच्चों की तरफ से, अपने गार्जियन की तरफ से आपको समर्पित करता हूं। और सर, आपका स्वागत है इस शो में। मैं पूरे बिहार की तरफ से आपका स्वागत करता हूं सर। वेलकम सर, और अपने ज्ञान से, शब्दों से हमें अभिभूत करे सर, ज्ञानवान बनाए सर।
Namaskaram, Abhimanyu Mishra ji, my brother, and thank you IDYM, especially Ravi Shankar ji and other office bearers like Asmi is present here. I am glad that I am first time in my life talking to audience in Bihar. I have been around the world from east to west. Not like Ravi Shankar ji, who has gone to 51 countries, 28 states. I am not that great. I am only a small person who likes to talk to people who are in contact with me. I don't make contacts. I only contact with such people. But I assure, if at least one person is listening to me, they look to me face to face. But I am seeing only 2 people on camera. Rest of them are hiding. I left my job in the university as a mathematics professor very recently, just because I don't want to talk to names and people who are hiding. I only love people, but not computers and systems and gadgets. That's one reason I left the Department of Space. I am not with the Department of Space. I have never worked with ISRO. I was part of one of the application programs under Department of Space, and I left that job, took my volunteer retirement after 20 years of my service, where I get my pension. So it guarantees that I have more time for me to do what I like to do, and what I like to do is to motivate children. Probably I cannot count, like Asmi was mentioning, 50,000 students. I must have reached out to more than 10 lakh students in the world, and almost equal number of teachers in the world, not with an organization, alone, individually, single-handed. I have covered the whole Gulf region, traveling 2 years back. This time in 2019 October, I was conducting camps in United States of America. What I believe is not the number, though I keep talking about number. What I believe is, after this seminar, not 89 people attended this seminar. That's very simple. You ask every principal to make everybody to join. Everybody will hide behind the camera, and then they do what they want to do. Right? So as far as I am concerned, now there are only 5 people attending this program. Rest of the people are not present at all. And it also matters how many brilliant questions are there. It is very simple to show some videos, record some programs and send it. If you Google it on YouTube, you will see much better, much beautiful programs than what anybody could show. I remember my last space interesting 2-3 days was when Elon Musk had sent SpaceX. All the 3 days, almost all my programs I shut down. I was fully on the live which was coming on Netflix. I don't know how many of you have spent such time, 3 full days, day and night, looking at how the space mission happened, how did they launch, how did it come back. That is what is space interest. And if you have interest in any subject today, it is very simple. It is on your fingertips. So somebody is really interested, will have a lot of questions. They don't wait for formal programs to get knowledge. So what is the advantage of such formal programs? It triggers some people who may not have got opened up. And I believe communication is not speaking nice English, make your not the normal style, stylish English so that you look like you are a good communicator. That is actually foolish. Your communication skill is when knowledge comes from your heart, but not from the brain, which is not learned for examination, which probably your school principals and teachers are doing. So I keep telling them, you must understand whenever you use single word. Your principal was mentioning he will keep calling me sir, though I told him don't call me sir. That is because the reason behind it is not understood by Mishraji. Mahatma Gandhi did not take the sir title from Britishers. He told that I am an Indian, I don't want any such titles from the rulers who are ruling. Whereas Tagore took that. You can see the difference between two people. Right? Mahatma Gandhi even now did not get Nobel Prize. So if you become subordinate to the authorities, probably you get all the rewards and recognitions. If you don't, you deny, sometime you don't get. So probably I am not good in Bihar, nobody called me because I deny something saying that don't call me. And when somebody calls me sir, I am supposed to address the person as the king or the majesty, because it's only Britishers who called sir, and in return sir is supposed to become the subordinate of the person who called. I don't want to become subordinate of anybody. Got it? In Department of Space, especially Department of Space, we never call our chairman as sir. We call his name as Shivan. I can call him Shivan, come here. That is not our tradition. It was started by Vikram Sarabhai. Vikram Sarabhai never wanted anybody to be called as sir. So when being in Department of Space, being part of it for long years, I started when U.R. Rao was there, when Kasturi Rangan was there, then Madhavan Nair was there. That's the time I left. So all of them, I call him as Madhavan Nair, Kasturi Rangan, U.R. Rao only. As we call God not Krishnan sir, we call him as Krishna. We call him Vishnu as Vishnu. So if somebody believes calling sir is respect, it is actually insulting somebody calling sir. Okay. It is good in military because they stipulate some hierarchy and all that. So Department of Space not only, why I said this, Department of Space not only understands technology, it understands a great culture. I was so happy your secretary, chairman and the advisors all have good view about ISRO, but ISRO is not one of the best in the space. It is one of the 5 best in the space. And unfortunately, people think space means we can always compare ISRO with NASA. You can never compare ISRO with NASA because NASA has got a greater history than ISRO. Number 1. Number 2, NASA has got 2 departments together. In the video which is shown by IDBM, I saw space interest and then shown a telescope looking in the space. That's a wrong way of presenting space department because space never looks at space. It is astronomy department who looks at space. So if astronomy department is also part of space, it is true and it is good that IDYM shown that, because then the collaboration should be not with the space and ISRO, it should be with the astronomy department also. Then it is fine. Because in the next slide it was shown ISRO and NASA. But then it is not ISRO and NASA, ISRO and astronomy department of India has to be included. And unfortunately, people don't know the best astronomy professor in this country. Anybody can name. I will send you a beautiful gift to them if they keep in contact. I found most of the children don't know communication because for me communication means being in contact. Not when you want. being in contact when you don't want also. That is what is communication. And if you don't want to communicate, fine, that's also fine. But every invited lectures or such programs are to get people into connection. I remember, unfortunately, last time I had a Pan India teachers program in which Misra ji started collecting some teachers to be part of it. I got people from Kashmir, Arunachal Pradesh, from Kerala, North East, Gujarat, Punjab, and Bengal, but nobody from Bihar. Very unfortunate. It was not that I was not in contact, because people see, oh, who is this? An individual doesn't matter. You give a lot of popularity by marketing, then you have a market in this world. But I don't believe in that. So there is one great person who is an astronomer of India. Anybody who can name? Let me see how much knowledge in space you have. Other than space, ISRO. I am asking astronomy, the entire different part. Who looked at from the ground to look at the space? That is astronomy department.
Sir, it was Aryabhatta.
No, I am asking somebody who living today.
Who living today? Oh.
Aryabhatta, Bhaskara and all that is a beautiful history. Okay, then who wrote Aryabhatta? What is Aryabhatta's book? Because you answered, I will ask few questions. Which year? And tell me one sloka from that. Okay, who invented universal gravity? You know, capital G. Who invented that?
That was from Newton. Newton's.
Yeah, before Newton, 1200 years. In any book in India, we had.
Galileo. It was Galileo.
No, totally wrong. I'll tell you, I like to have 5 children from here to find some interesting facts which you think you know is wrong. I'm so glad. Abrajida, your name is Abrajida, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wonderful, love you so much.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. There was a name Aristotle.
No, that's also wrong. We had Varahamihira. Aryabhatta was only a disciple after that, not that old. Akrishti shaktistu mahitaya yadgastam swabhimukam swashaktya akrishyate. Every planet has got an ability to attract. Akrishti shaktistu, and it pulls other planets, and so many planets are pulled together. It's like I am being pulled by many people from every side, and everyone is rotating. I have no way other than rotating, so I keep rotating. These are all Sanskrit slokas in our traditional textbook. We had a dictionary of experiments which was made by many people, and one of the greatest was anybody? Any other suggestion? There are many more scientists of this country. See, unless you know the tradition, history, don't just know what happened in 1980, who made Aryabhatta and then he took on a cycle and then launched. Department of Space is great. I worked 20 years. Kalam worked only 18 years. Don't call Dr. Kalam as a space scientist. He left the space department for a better opportunity to Department of Defense. But still he wanted to be called a space scientist. Don't forget all this. And he left the Department of Defense to become a teacher. That is greatness in Kalam. So don't call Kalam as a space scientist, as a DRDO scientist, because he loved to be called as a teacher.
Sir, but his contribution in the space, like missiles and all, is unforgettable, sir.
Beta, don't. I lived a life and you are just started a life. What is missile, you tell me? Which department makes missile in India?
Sir, it's DRDO.
No, wrong. Every blasting is done by Department of Atomic Energy. The nuclear energy is atomic energy. And there is a great saying, Kalam had no knowledge about nuclear. He only knows how to take this to the space. That is Space Department job. No disrespect to Kalam. I shared many meetings with Kalam. I lived in the same place where Kalam lived. He is from Kerala, I am from Kerala. we speak our language, and one of the best speakers of 2020 vision. I was an advisory member with Kalam, and the spokesman for Kalam and the magazine editor was my student whom I was mentoring in his life. So I have great respect and I love what his contribution is, and that's why I said he was a great teacher and he was my role model. That's why I left the Department of Space to become a teacher. Got it? But he knows how to keep relationship. Though he left the Department of Space, he knows how to grab people, get attracted to him so that he can make whatever he wants in Space Department. People still listen to Kalam than listening to the chairman of ISRO. Even if chairman says don't do it, Kalam says they will do it. That was the relationship Kalam had. Right? Yeah, somebody wrote that he is not from Tamil Nadu. The border is very, very small. Understand, he loved Kerala more than Tamil Nadu. He speaks most of the time because he started his profession. Living, taking birth doesn't matter. The boundaries are 1950s, but he lived or took birth much before that. Okay. So what is important is where his heart was. And he is a man who loved Space Department, though he left the department. Same way, I was also very happy when yesterday Ravi Shankar was telling, he put my name under ISRO. I said, yeah, I'm also part of, because still I'm staying in ISRO quarters. Because my wife is a director of one of the center of ISRO. She is heading one of the centers. So I still have, the house is Government of India, Department of Space owned, right? So I'm still living in Space Department. Kalam also had lot of heart for Space Department. So missile technology is a great technology which is, you know who did that? Probably every Diwali we have missiles. The same technology. The rocket is used by every child. But I want some children to look at the rocket and see how is it working. Then if you know how is it working, you know how a rocket works. That's as simple as that. Only thing, you need little bigger power, bigger ability to send it to higher and higher heights. So that's also not new. Tipu Sultan used it for fighting. You can see most of the traditional movies which we had, including what is made. I stay in Hyderabad. So what is made from Hyderabad, the great movie, you can see the missile, rocketry, trajectory, motion, everything is explained. Yeah, I was deviating from the question. If somebody would have googled in between smart children who are technologically great, tell me who is that astronomy professor. I attended his class. I sat in his class. If he would have been not in India, he would have been a Nobel winner. That also I'll tell you. He is such a great man. And if you are reading Hindu newspaper, once in a while you will see articles from him. He is one of the greatest scientists. The time out, it's over. Your opportunity is lost.
Sir, KS-Shivam.
Don't call, yeah. They are not space at all. Astronomy is not chairman of. Have you heard Shivan's name? No disrespect. I'll tell you, have you heard Shivan's name or Kiran Kumar or this person, no, like Madhavan Nair or maybe Radhakrishnan before they become chairman? So some people become famous because they got a chair to sit. I am not asking about them. I am talking about astronomy. Don't confuse. That's why I want your clear-cut idea of astronomy and space. That's why I am asking this question. It is Basant Narlekar who is in Pune University. And there we have the largest telescope available. If at all somebody can talk about space, cosmology, and beautiful teacher, nobody like him. I adore him more than anybody else in this country as a scientist. I don't even can call me as a scientist when we stand in front of them. But you know what he taught me? He did not teach anything science, but he taught me management science. How to build institutions. When Rajiv Gandhi as a Prime Minister wanted Narlekar to come back to India, 1980s, to start Indian science more powerful, He brought many people like that to India. One of them was Narlekar. Rajiv Gandhi asked him, which institute directorship you want? Which position in India you want? You tell me, we will give you that. Come back to India. You know what he said? I don't want anything. Give me a small land in Pune. I will start my own institute. That is how we have Astronomy Institute in Pune. So if at all you want to learn about cosmology, about space, what happens in the planetary system, go to astronomy centers and learn. Go to planetarium and learn. That's a beautiful place to learn. Yeah. Okay. And what does Space Department do? We have got rockets. Naturally, we have got rockets which can be sent. It is never sent straight like this. It is sent in a trajectory motion. Because Earth is round. If at all I want to throw something from Patna to some place towards south. Suppose you stand in your house and you want to throw something to your next house. Will you throw it up? No. You throw southward, right? So when you throw southward, it will reach in your neighbor's house. Throw it little more forceful, then it will come and land probably in Andhra Pradesh. Or maybe in Telangana. Little more force, it will go and fall in Kerala or Tamil Nadu. Little more force towards south, it will go and land in Indian Ocean or Arabian Sea. Little more force where it will go, it will cross the equator and then fall in some other small islands, maybe Australia or somewhere it will fall. Because Earth is also revolving. By the time you throw, by the time the Earth rotates, Australia would have come there or maybe Sri Lanka would have come, so there it will fall. But assume you throw with little more force where it will go. It will go to the equator. From there again, if you some more force, it will go to out of Earth. Once it goes out of Earth, and if it is 140 kilometers far from Earth, not up, you cannot throw anything up. It is very difficult for you to push it up. So you throw like this. That's why in a satellite you will see a movement like this. The path is shown like that in the figure, if you have noticed it. In today's video also it was there. Not seeing video, understanding that each video is essential. So I am only picking up some lessons from what is shown here today. So when you just throw it, what will happen? The Earth is rotating. So you will like a zigzag, sine curve sort of a thing. A wave sort of pattern, which is from the equator up and down. But where is it on the space? It is 140 kilometers away. Atmosphere will not be able to drag it. The weight of the item which you are sending will decide where it will go and stay in the space. You don't require any extra energy to keep it in the space because Akrishti Shaktistu Mahitaya Yat Gastam Sabimukam Sashaktiya. Anything you put in space will have an equilibrium of different attractions and it will stay there. So your satellite weight will determine where it will go and stay. See, once upon a time we had big cell phones. Suppose your electronic gadgets is improving, you will have thinner ones. So the weight also will come down. So satellite, when I joined in Department of Space, remote sensing satellites used to be at 900 kilometers. By the time in 20 years of my life in Space Department, by the time I retire, it was at 600 kilometer height. That means your electronics is becoming down, down, down. So what is the advantage? From there your camera is looking on the ground, it can see everything more clear. That's remote sensing. So one of the satellite which is being sent is remote sensing satellite and polar satellite vehicle, PSLV. But then some satellites which you have seen, some experimental satellites, you make something, you wanted to send it. Space Department will do it because they have got another program called ASLV, Augmented Satellite Launch Vehicle. We also wanted to improve the technology of rocket making. So we don't send 500 crore worth satellite on top to experiment. We will make somebody make it and give it, we will send it and then see how does it go. So many experimental satellites, spare parts, pieces, cameras, measurement of atmosphere, such things are being sent by ASLV, Augmented Satellite Launch Vehicle. So one is PSLV, another one is ASLV and another one is GSLV. What is GSLV? See, don't just mention that cryogenic engine India makes. No, we don't make. It is all got from Russia collaboration. We do a lot of technology transfer. So Russian collaboration, we had a cryogenic engine that time. So what we do is that can go up to 36,000 kilometer height. Why do you want GSLV? To launch it into that height so that INSAT, what does INSAT do? You will see INSAT pictures. It will not take small pictures of like what you see in the Google. Google will say every detail, but you will see the climate predictions. How is it done? You will see whole India picture, only clouds are seen. Details on the ground is not seen. So that's not remote sensing. That is the whole Indian picture. Around 6,000 kilometer diameter, it can see the whole India so that it can be used for predicting when it is going to rain. So that information we pass on to climatology department, meteorology department, and some portion of this satellite which is on the height 36,000 kilometer is used for satellite communication, all the TV transmission, all very special bandwidth is being sold. We will sell it to ZTV, we will sell it to DD, Doordarshan, we will sell it to Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, Department of Space will keep something will be sold to military people, some portion will be sold to Coast Guard, some will be sold to the shipping and such people, because when the ship is sinking by mistake, immediately it will send an alarm to the satellite. They don't even have to make a telephone. We are sinking. Immediately Coast Guard will get information. All this is automated. These are all supported by satellites which is sent on the top. So what is Space Department? We know how to keep a ear, how to keep a tongue, and how to see this. Remote sensing, seeing, listening and talking like a satellite, which is sending messages, all audio, video, everything. So we know how to keep a phase in the space. That is Space Department. For that we need some information about the planetary system, how is it revolving, how the planets moves, how the cosmology works and all that. That is little knowledge only. That we always share with Department of Astronomy. We work collaboration with many departments. One of the greatest achievement of Department of Space is we had nearly 100 odd companies in India who is making nut and bolt for Department of Space. It's a department which has got lot of freedom to talk to private companies. Not many other government officers have. And that is why Department of Space is under Prime Minister directly. There is only one state department. Otherwise, generally all the secretaries of different departments, assume Home Secretary, he is an IPS man. Now you look at different departments in India, everything is IPS, IAS people who are holding position. But only Department of Space Scientist is the secretary. It is equivalent to an IAS chief. So Department of Space is ruled by scientists. And it is the first secretary, when he was asked to move to Delhi to become the secretary, he said, no, my headquarters will be Bangalore. See, every secretary of every department in the government of India will sit in Delhi except Space Department. So Space Department had a very high special status in government of India in many ways for long years, very long years. So that is why Space Department became very good. What can be done? Just now I made Kalam's contribution. Even though he is not part of Department of Space, he could make things happen in Department of Space, because Department of Space doesn't have big hierarchy. Though it has hierarchy, it will also support different projects where people can pull resources from different places. Though you are in an office, you can pull somebody else from some other office and say, come and work with me. So project mode. Department of Space work in project mode. I was part of project planning and program directorate in ISRO headquarters. I also worked in Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Delhi while in the Department of Space. So what did I work? I work in Department of ISRO, Space, under that ISRO, in headquarters, program planning and project management, where we decide how much money is to be given to different activities. There are a lot of managerial activity happening. So what is Earth resources? Geospatial, Earth resources. What is on the when there is a flood, immediately Space Department will come, because we want to know how much land is underwater. So more on Earth resources than many other space related. But then you should have a lot of information about space because we want to keep satellite on top of it. We must know cosmology, we must know the weight, where it can balance, all such things are required. The calendar, orbital calendar, you look at orbital calendar, that will tell you when to launch, where to launch, how to launch, why to launch and all that. And Sriharikota is the place where we launch because it's a small island where if something is throwing to southern place, in case if it fail, it will land only in the water. So no people are not affected. That's the one reason. Second one, it is close to equator. Close to equator is required for both satellite launching. And we have a lot of antennas receiving satellite. It is generally kept in the center of India. So we have in Hyderabad. We also have centers which is controlling satellite in Bangalore. And we have at different places, including Delhi to different places. And there is an international collaboration. The whole nation collaborate each other because the satellite keeps on going around the earth. When the satellite is on America, America will monitor it and then send the details to us. When their satellite comes to India, we will monitor and send the details to them. So it's a highly collaborated program. Department of Space cannot work alone as a country. We have to collaborate with the different nations. So Kasturirangan is part of the World Astronomical Society. He was the head for long years. I don't know. Even now he may be head. And astronomy department also give awards to space scientists. Because it's also part of the world. When it comes, space department is not separate. It is astronomy, astrophysics, space, earth monitoring, land resources. Suppose somebody wanted to call me as a scientist, I will be more glad to be called as a Bhauma Shastratna. You know what is Bhauma Shastratna? Earth scientist. Because my job was looking at earth and looking at making maps. My job is like what you are seeing on the Google map which I was making 30 years back when I was in space department. Right? The time I joined, I started making maps on the ground. That was my job. So I am more a earth scientist than a space scientist. But then without knowing how the camera is built, how it is made, how is it going, I will not be able to make any maps. So therefore we know much things about satellite. We know the processing. We are called a data processing center. So my job is data processing. So space is not just making rocket and sending it. You must know why you are sending it, what data comes out of it, and what can I do with it. So space department is not rocket making, not satellite making. Application is more important. Understand why you want to make it first. Then decide what you want to make. See, for example, I was really thrilled when I joined the Department of Space, went to Ahmedabad where they make camera. Where camera of the space is being made, where we send cameras, it's made in Ahmedabad. Do you know a camera is, see in this camera the focal length is maybe 10 millimeter. Because you have got a gadget, you have got a lens there inside that there is a focal length with which you can make camera. So this camera is only having 10 millimeter or maybe 15 millimeter focal length. That's it. That's it. Not more than that. Less than a centimeter. Or maybe 2 centimeters. In the traditional we had bigger cameras. Or the normal camera is 3.5 mm. That's it. But you know, Space Department satellite cameras 3 meter. What is 3 meter? A room size. You can get inside the camera. Can you imagine? I don't know if you have not imagined this. You must look at some of the pictures. You can see people standing inside the camera. And when you look at this camera, you will see small nut and bolt. There the nut and bolt is like a hardware man. You will have to screw up like this. And then sometimes 3 meter is not good enough because it is kept in 600 kilometer height. And you are seeing the road. The details of the vehicle which is parked on the side road has to be seen. So you need large focal length. And how much field of view? You can see 60 kilometer. And you can tilt it as you want. Okay. Somebody is asking, a lot of questions are there. I will pick it up, those questions. I don't want chat box. I want you to come on to face and ask. I will give that as the preference. So that camera earlier, Russians were made and then send it to normal cameras. Send it to space shuttle, 200 kilometer height. 140 earth atmosphere. Avaha, Pravaha, Uddhaha, Stada, Paripurvagahu. The 7 layers of earth is gone, and after that, above that is 200 kilometer. I can keep a camera Russians were very good. One of the best country in the world where they made space exploration. Not America. Much bigger was Russia. That is why even Elon Musk wanted to make rocket. He went to Russia and then purchased the rocket first to see how they are making. And then they rebuilt that here. That's what he did. So which is the first best country? Russia. Once upon a time. But now Russia, USSR was great. But USSR got into small countries. So the space shuttle cameras were very good. You know how do they? They can send a camera, go around Earth, take pictures of every country. The camera will come back and you can change the reel and reload the reel and send it back again. Even today, not many countries can do that. I have used Russian film pictures of different countries when I was part of the space department. To make Indian region maps, not Indian satellite, I used many Russian pictures. So there are different countries who have got layer of capability. So what do? Russia had a good relationship with India. Therefore, Department of Space had got good collaboration with India. That's why our cryogenic, when the rocket is being launched, you can see a lot of Russian scientists there. All this has happened. Good enough. I thought I will speak for half an hour. I think almost half an hour I spoke. Good enough. I can go on and on, hours and hours. Right? Whatever gathered from me, whatever I worked for 20 years, blah can be done. But I keep talking to people. Last month also I had 2 sessions where somebody asked a question. They wanted to discuss about the debris in space. So I had a session. Look at the Dr. TPS space. You will see lot of videos where I will not speak. When somebody asks question, I will speak on that. So I wish you have a lot of questions so that I can answer all of them. I wish I can answer all of them. I will be very glad if I cannot answer any one of them. Because I get more chances to learn from all of you.
Sir, what happens to the
Again,
parts of the
dear Majesty Vineet Anand, I am Dr. TPS. Just address me as Dr. TPS, and I never got a title from Britishers as Sir. And we are 70 years old country, still calling people as Sir. The dirtiest, poorest education system in this country. We are trained how to call Sir. Vineet ji, Boliye, Maharaj, brother. Anything is fine.
Dr. TPS?
Yeah. Sir is not there. Dr. TPS. Good enough. Let me see whether I can change at least one person in this world. Yeah.
Okay, Dr. TPS, I wanted to ask a question.
Yeah.
So, the video that was shown in the beginning of this session,
Yeah.
like a rocket dismantles when they leave the Earth's atmosphere, and then finally a satellite comes out.
Yeah.
So, actually, I wanted to know what happens to the parts that were dismantled.
Unfortunately, what is shown is a simulated one. It is not a real satellite launch. Okay. It is a simulated, computer simulated model is what is shown. But that is good. I am Dr. TPS. Just address me as Dr. TPS, and I never got a title from Britishers as Sir. And we are 70 years old country, still calling people as Sir. The dirtiest, poorest education system in this country. We are trained how to call Sir. Vineet ji, Boliye, Maharaj, brother. Anything is fine.
Dr. TPS?
Yeah. Sir is not there. Dr. TPS. Good enough. Let me see whether I can change at least one person in this world. Yeah.
Okay, Dr. TPS, I wanted to ask a question.
Yeah.
So, the video that was shown in the beginning of this session,
Yeah.
like a rocket dismantles when they leave the Earth's atmosphere, and then finally a satellite comes out.
Yeah.
So, actually, I wanted to know what happens to the parts that were dismantled.
Unfortunately, what is shown is a simulated one. It is not a real satellite launch. Okay. It is a simulated, computer simulated model is what is shown. But that is good enough to show, because traditionally we never had a camera to show how it was thrown. But now we don't have to show it. Earlier, I was also seen only simulated when I was in space department as a scientist. But after that, we had a lot of cameras. My department where I worked also keeps a camera on the rocket so that it can see how it is falling from the space. So we have a live such picture also available today in many of our satellite launching also. What is generally done is, it is while launching itself, the big barrel, I don't know how many of you know that size of the rocket. It is nearly 60 feet. 60 feet is probably a 6-floor building. Say a 6-floor building, right? And in that, 1 floor can be, or 1.5 floor can be one first. It will have lot of solid and liquid fuels. When the solid and liquid fuel burns inside in such a temperature where it can push the satellite with the rocket on the top, the weight of the barrel, the round, maybe this is the rocket, this much, 60 feet, and this will be as big as a big multi-storied building, which has got maybe 3 different floors as one big round, which is built in Hyderabad in one of the company. And you need 3 lorries to transport it from Hyderabad to Sriharikota. You can imagine the size. Maybe a normal bungalow of 2000 square feet can go inside that big barrel. Are you able to imagine this? Then only it is a wonder. That is why I wanted to explain like this. And when on the top, when satellite is kept, you know, there is a 7-floor building. Not normal height, 10 feet is your normal height. It will be much bigger, 20 feet. And it will be surrounded with the satellite, because then only people can fix everything inside, right? It is a big building. And what will happen before the launching? The building will become 2 parts, and the whole building is kept on a rail. It will go behind 6 kilometers away, and this vehicle is being launched. And the weight of this will be tons and tons, millions of tons. So what is to be done? You cannot take the whole thing onto space. It is heavy. So what is done? First part is burned. The whole gadget is thrown in the sea. It is thrown in the sea. But by the time it is burning, it is coming in the atmosphere, it will become bits and pieces. Nothing will happen. And once we know that we are launching it, the whole area where this could fall by plan and by mistake. Both are possible. Every portion of the sea is cleared. No fishermen, no boating, no ship. And while it is going, no aircraft on the top also. So it can fall. So it will fall in the sea. That is how the launch program is made. Good enough? So it becomes bits and pieces because of the friction and because of the burning within inside. It will become bits and pieces. So nothing in place. Yeah. I wish people come on to Aditya. Good boy. You are also shown and your face is also there. The other person who asked the question is happy. Vineet, Anand, are you happy or you are not happy? Some response. See, what is exactly required in life by... Yeah, what is required by teachers to teach the children is how to respond. I gave answer. Now I can shift to somebody else. I don't know whether he is happy or not. So you had a voice to speak, ask questions. So immediately after answer, yeah. It is not that, yeah. Should I ask, are you happy with this? It's like when somebody gives food, you must say, oh, the food is very good. That is what is human being. If you just eat and go, you are like an animal. Got it? Animal will not come and tell you, oh, the dog came and told you that the food is good. No. As human being, communication is responding, reflection. Response. Response is very, very essential. Yeah. And your teachers also you should tell.
Yes, sir, I understood.
Yeah. Normal teachers also you should tell. Sir, you explained it very nicely. I am happy. I understood means it was like a classic lecture. Yeah. Vineet, good boy. Yeah. Come on. Aditya raised hand. Creator Studio. I don't know who is Creator Studio. Yeah. Aparajita. Ask. You can unmute and ask if you have license. I don't know.
Sir, as I have another question, Dr. TP Singh.
Dr. TPS.
Sir,
DR for doctor. Don't forget my name. Very simple to learn. DR for doctor because I have got a doctorate in mathematics. T for teachers, P for parents, S for students. So I represent TPS, teachers, parents and students. That's my life. Yeah. Tell me better.
So Dr. TPS,
Yeah.
I have another question.
Yeah.
So actually we have seen that Elon Musk and the Blue Origin of Jeff Bezos launched an rocket and they landed.
Yeah.
After revolving in the space, they landed.
Yeah.
So like what work they do if they just revolve and just come at land?
That was what Elon Musk has done in SpaceX was only a tourism program. And it also understands we have a capability. It is more a science exhibition to show that yes, I can also send people, I can bring them back. That's a great challenge, right? We wanted to know whether we can go around Earth and come back.
So that means we can.
Yeah, that is, we have done it earlier also. We had a lot of space shuttle went there and came back. We have got labs which are put by different countries and connected them together in multi-storied building, like a big building of maybe 700 houses put together is one space lab there. 700 houses. Can you imagine? From one house to another house, you can go up and down, collaborate with the different countries. So every country has got a place there. Japanese house is there, African house is not there, Indian house is there. Different companies establish houses there and then you can connect to them. You can go and stay there. That is already there. But nobody has gone 3 days and come back very fast. Like a tourism department. There are people staying in different parts of the country, but we also go there to see and come back, right? So it's like that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Again, sir. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Sir, actually, I don't have a habit to introduce someone like with a doctor.
Yeah, Dr. TPS, you should see if you don't learn, you go to Western country or talk to some Westerners, you will get punished. Only in India, we are still Commonwealth country. All other Western people decided, no, I never had this reservation, but I want our children to become truly international. I have got a program. I also had send a message to Mishra. I am looking for good children who can contribute and talk to different parts of the world. So I asked Mishra ji to send some details about the students and then make a small video and send it. Already people are into. So I make a lot of children to correspond to different parts of the world. Sir, there you don't call sir. I also call somebody sir because in my childhood they were my teachers. I kept on calling sir. I cannot change that. It has become part of their name. But I want you to have it because you are all children. You can change the structure. In space department, we don't call people sir. Because we were trained like that. I am sure that is because Vikram Sarabhai and Baba, everybody was when West they came to India. No, not the British collaboration. If you have got American collaboration, the style is entirely different. Yeah. That's only reason. It's not a big crime. Okay, let us make some small difference. At least we believe India is much better and we don't still wanted to follow Britishers, right? Only for that reason. Today is United Nations Day. I don't know whether you know. Why I wanted to stop at 6 o'clock because 6:30 I have got another United Nations Day and 7:30 I have got Bhagavad Gita. So schedule is fixed. Actually, the program of United Nations was at 4 o'clock. When the requirement came last moment yesterday, it was contacted to me. I am always a substitute. I understand. Most of the people don't plan with me. When they don't get any other buffalo, they keep this buffalo here. So I am always welcome for all such programs. Yeah.
Dr. TPS,
Yeah.
my mentor, Dr. Rahul Kumar sir, would like to ask something. Would also like to share something.
Anybody?
Also,
Yeah, sure.
Rahul sir, if
Abhimanyu sir, I will ask some questions. I think some students are still students are raised their hand. Let them ask first.
Yes.
Here I will give you later. So Aditya, you can ask your question.
Vinayak, you were about to ask some question. Yeah.
Aditya did not unmute my beta. You are in mute. Your sound is not heard. I am seeing your lip movement.
Doctor, repeat my question. Aditya, we can't hear you.
Aditya, your mic is in the wire. Hold it towards your mouth.
Dr. TPS, actually I'm Actually, doctor, I have a three question.
Yeah.
First is that we have launched the Chandrayaan mission. Two Chandrayaan missions are launched. So our Chandrayaan mission is cheaper than the Chandrayaan mission of America and China. So what is the reason behind we have used a different we have a different type of what's the reason behind that? That's
See, Vikram Sarabhai himself said why Department of Space in India is doing lot of experiments when other nations are also doing similar ones. The reason is, if at all Prime Minister Modi getting respect in America, it is because India is a great country. What is a great country? We are great in different aspects. Correct? So one of the greatest aspect of India in scientific community in the world recognition is India also can do if another country can do. So it's like to keep your dignity higher. And always you have wanted to know more details about some data as collected by somebody else. We want to send something else again to see how data can be collected. I remember when Chandrayaan was sent, I was sitting in the All India radio to address questions of whole people in India. हम भूखा मर रहा है, आप क्यों सैटेलाइट बेच के पैसा बर्बाद कर रहा है? I have to answer why India is sending. So it was much simpler question than what you asked now, right? It is always good. A king always makes big palaces. Why are they making palaces? For them to live one bedroom is good enough, right? That to show that, yeah, I am powerful. Why people make big houses, big cars? Similarly, as a country, how do we show other country that we also have capability? We do this. It is not that I want to share data, what happens in, otherwise we will not even discuss like this. Many countries in the world is not even discussing about space like this. Why? Because they don't have even space department. They don't even have satellites. They don't even know knowledge. So what somebody has done, we are all discussing about from that benefit we are taking further, right? So science and technology development is a curiosity of scientists. So we are also part of it. And we are the best probably because what America could develop in large number of years, lot of years, we have done it in too short a time. That is because we started late. We have a lot of knowledge from other parts of the world, right? That's one advantage.
Doctor, sorry for interrupting, but my question is that do we have a different fuel at that point of time? There's something that makes us different from the other countries. My question is that.
We also collect different data. We also go take a different path. Probably we have done first time the topography of moon. We had a stereo camera where we could know where is height, where is up, where is down. So many such experiments are added, not just collecting the minerals, not just understanding the atmosphere. After that somebody will plan, let me also make the map of moon. Right? So different applications are there part of every mission. And we also collaborate with other country. Their experimental scanners are also being sent by our mission. Our scanners are also being given to them. They will also send it. So it's a collaborative program. It's a supplementary program. Not a competition from one country to another country.
Thank you, Doctor.
Your line was breaking, so I was picking up some point from your discussion and then getting my answer for you.
My second question is that what we have to improve in the Chandrayaan piece, so our mission will be going to be successful.
See,
what the main thing? Yeah.
Yeah, the first option was to go around the moon and then become a satellite for the moon. We have never landed on moon. The first mission was to go around. It's a satellite around the moon. Natural satellite to moon, artificial satellite going around and taking pictures. Next will be going on there and then collecting some atom and come. So different activities will start.
How much megapixel of camera is there footage so the clear picture has come to our center?
See, it is the resolution is not considered as megapixel. It is considered as how much resolution you have is 0.4 mm. The pixel size can be that smaller, much bigger, much smaller. It is not the resolution of the camera which matters. How many such pixels you can post it here so that my grabbing information will not have a gap. Suppose you put one pixel and the next pixel in between, there can be small gap. So what do? They do a paging. Now we have got the recent one which is done by one of the private company. And what they wanted is to have multispectral. So more than the resolution, it is one is geometric, one is radiometric, one is hyperspectral. Right? How many green we can see in a camera? Generally in our camera we have got only RGB. RGB is 8-bit, 8-bit, 8-bit. So it's a 24-bit camera. So generally when we make satellite, we wanted to see ultraviolet, infrared, different wavelength. So how much wavelength you are covering is more important for natural resources than the pixel size where I can see the details. One is geometric resolution which you are asking, the megapixel zooming ability and all that. That's entirely different when it comes to satellite. How many different green I can see? When with our eyes we can see small green. If a paddy field is watered, there is one green. If it is more watered, it will become more green. If it is little older, it will become yellowish green. Can the satellite identify such details? As our eyes can understand. So that's called a gray value. There is another resolution which is to be. It's called not geometric resolution, radiometric resolution. So there are many aspects which needs to be understood.
Good evening, Dr. TP, and good evening, sir.
Namaste.
Good evening, and all of the dignitaries who are present here. So I don't understand about the difference between the basic difference between the planetary science and astronomical.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Please enlighten me.
Yeah. Planets are, we understood that there are different planets. How do they go? The cosmology, the revolution, how is it happening? The space is much larger than.
So 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir. Start, sir.
See, what we have as planet is, we understood that's a planet. We understood there is a solar system. How does it go? The evolution, revolution, and how is it going to come and appear? When we look at only planets, in more than that, there is different solar systems around the world. Milky Way galaxy, between the planets, there is lot of asteroids. So many things are there in space. Space is, how much bigger is space? If you think about Earth and the solar system, you can consider how big is the understanding of the sun itself is a bigger one. So we are not just worried about how the planets go around. Understand how the sun is throwing stones out, how the asteroids are coming, how the dust is coming, how the dust is getting destroyed, how the satellites are being in the place where it is being thrown, what is happening to those dust. So many things are part of this world, right? So space is larger. Astronomy is a larger picture in which everything is part, in which cosmology comes, satellite comes, planetary system also comes. So that's only small portion. Planet learning is only a small portion in the space.
Dr. TPS,
Yeah.
I have a question. Rotation and revolution are also the part of astronomical or planetary?
Planetary. That is because most of the graha is planet, what we understand. Yes. So all the graha has got a rotation, revolution, and the orbital motion, Kepler's law. It all follows Kepler's law. Kepler. Like Newton for us on the gravity, Keplerian principles. So how Keplerian? When Kepler comes into field, it is planetary motion.
Okay. Apart from that, all come under the fall of
General
astronomical.
astronomical is a bigger one, in which planetary becomes a small chapter.
Thank you, Dr. TPS.
It's also understood how the temperature of the sun is measured, how much temperature is being lost, how long it will live. Then it becomes, look at a different sun, it becomes cosmology.
Yes, sir.
That is called Brahma.
Also-
See, in Upanishad there is a big mantra which is called Brahmandam. So what is the biggest study about the largest space in the whole universe? It is called Brahmandam. And there is a mantra which says Yada Pindhe Tata Brahmande. As an atom is, as the Brahmandam is. For a chemistry person, he looks at atom, everything he is understood inside that. Whether the orbit is bigger or the space between the orbit is bigger. Whether electrons is bigger, protons is bigger, or the space between the orbit is bigger. You have a nucleus, you have electrons going around it, right? So whether neutron is bigger or the space is bigger.
Sir,
Che-
space, sir.
Space is bigger. So that much space, when you can look at an electron and see neutron, electrons going around it, as a chemist looking at an atom, a cosmologist look at the space. Space is much bigger than the matter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, understood?
I got you.
Yeah.
I got it, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for enlightening me. Thank you.
Now, that what is how much force is required break to the gravitational force so that from the earth and it can go to the
Anybody could translate this?
Sorry, sir. I can't listen a voice, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not able to get the question.
Continuously break the voice.
is it
Neeta Sinha, I'm not able to hear you. But if your video is there, I'll pick up, because the lip movement I'll be able to grab faster. That's why I ask people come on to video while asking questions. Yeah,
Are you now able to get my voice?
yeah, I am able to. Continue.
Dr. TPS, my question is that what is the force required by a rocket to break through the gravitational force or to overcome through the earth and go into the universe? What is the force? How much force is required?
That is why I said it is never pushed against the gravity. It is projectile motion. That's what I explained in the beginning. In the beginning of the lecture, I said I will not throw anything to reach to the fan just standing below the fan and throw up. It's always trajectory motion. So my trajectory motion will decide how much thrust I have to give. Right? And how long it can go. The longer it can go is more important than how much height it can go. The longer how much it can go. Because my idea is to throw that out of the earth, not above the earth. Understand the words which I am using very carefully. I am not putting on top of the earth. I am pushing it out of the earth. Where? Out of the poles. If I throw it up to south equator, poles, then go out of the earth. So my idea is how far I can throw. Pushing it up is impossible. Nobody can launch a satellite going tum like this. No. It's always trajectory motion. Okay.
Thank you, Dr.
So many questions are there. I wish people can come on to video and ask question, or maybe should I read chat box? Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Kumara Sans sir, tell me sir. Kumara sir, tell me.
Dr. TPS, my
Kurma.
question is, can you prove that the universal gravitational equation?
Capital G.
Yes.
Just
Can you
Google
prove that
beta.
The universal gravitational equation.
Capital G. You just Google, and denominator will be the radius, the distance from the place. The above will be.
Sir, I'm telling about the universal gravitation equation.
That is what I am saying. Look at universal gravity between different planetary. Where are you looking? Whether it is close to Earth, close to Moon, close to Mars, that equilibrium is universal gravity. So it's a big equation based on where you wanted to compute it. Because many things are being pulled from different places. Capital G, look for capital G where you wanted to Google it. I may not be able to tell you offhand like this. Very difficult. I don't remember all that. We use it.
My question is, my question is, can you prove that the force is directly proportional to the mass 1 and mass 2?
See, do you know who identified all this? Same Newton. Same Newton made the principle saying that the momentum. What is momentum? The speed in which it goes, mv, mass into velocity. Got it? So mass of the satellite which you are considering and the velocity in which it is going will determine the contribution what it will give as momentum. So balancing of momentum is, suppose you are running and somebody else is running. How do you balance it? That is universal gravity. If the mass is big, assume that you are going to hit a train which is moving. What will happen? The train has got more mass. The speed of the train is also bigger. Definitely the impact will be more in you. But assume that a cycle wala is coming and your Kamra is doing a cycle and another big WWF fellow is going to stop. He may not be even running. He is standing. His velocity is 0. But he is so well built. What will happen? You will stuck and stay there. So the resultant movement, which is in the Newton's second law, in planetary motion is what is universal gravity's definition.
Yes. Sir, I have another question.
Yeah.
How the dream comes and the dream comes, why we forget after wake?
No, we will not forget. You will forget, I will remember. Don't add me inside you. Understood? Kamra, we don't have a dream. Maybe you and your girlfriend will have a dream. I and you have no such dreams together. Okay. My dream, I can even continue tomorrow. I did lot of experiments with the dream. I can sleep, decide that this is my dream. Some dreams we remember, some dreams we forget. How many dreams we will see? It could be hundreds. One you may remember which you can also write.
So why the dreams come?
Dreams comes from unsatisfied desires. That's a big, it's not space department. I will give a different lecture. I want Kamra to talk to me after this session on dreams. I will have more number of people than this many people in my, I am sure it's an interesting topic. I have done a lot of research. I have a book written on death, after death, dream and all that. We will have a very fruitful discussion.
According to psychology, about 70% of dream we will forget after. When we wake up, we forget that about 70%, 75%.
Unfortunately, I have got a MS in psychology. For your information. So I am not.
But I have studied.
Yeah, I am also studied. That's why I am saying. We can discuss later. That's why I said it is not part of space department. Though, as per Shankaracharya, Manam Darpana Samanam and mind is, Manas is, you know only the modern psychology. I know from Shankara psychology, I know from Rama's psychology. Ramayana discussed lot of psychological aspect. Purne Manasi Sampurnam Jagat Sarvam Sudadravaihi Upana Gudapadasya Nanucharma Strudaiva Bhuvu. Do you know who is the first psychologist recorded in the world? Which is the first psychology book? Do you know which is the first psychology book?
No, doctor.
It is Yoga Vasishtam, and Vasishta has written this book. You will hear Vasishta coming and treating Rama when he was a teenage at your age. Vasishta was his mental doctor, psychological doctor. He went for counseling for 18 days to get cured. Because Rama was not believing how Dasharatha behaved with him. Was not proper. Like every teenager will hate their parents. In my book Life Made Simple, I mentioned this. पूर्णे मनसि सम्पूर्णं जगत् सर्वं सुधाद्रवैः उपान गुडपादस्य ननु चर्मास्त्रुदैव भुवुः. The world is as you think the world is. You can make it better and you can make it worse. We need people. I love you. All these people who discuss, I love all of them. We should have lot of discussions on this. But I don't think that is what IDMM wanted from me. We will have space here. Rest of the space we will see later. Love you so much. VV Creator, that's what I'm seeing. Forgot your name. Tell me your name.
Sir, my name is Vijay.
What is that?
Vijay. It's a Vijay.
Yeah, just send a WhatsApp to me. Just send a WhatsApp to me. 944-7437-948. You don't require it. You can just Google and find Dr. TPS. You will get my number. 944-7437-948. I think the other day I posted what is called energy system. What is called. You can also type in dream or manas, mind. Mind is manas, not buddhi. Manas. Dr. TPS. You will see some lectures on that. I had a good group of people who are interested and we had lot of discussions better. Only on this subject. Psychology, counseling, all that you can see lot of discussions. I love to have you there for such discussions.
Thank you, doctor.
Love you. Finished? People wanted up to 7 o'clock. When the poster said 7 o'clock, I was scared. 3 hours? I hardly see students who can sustain with the questions for 3 hours.
Dr. TPS,
Yeah.
I'd like to invite Dr. TPS. I'd like to invite Rahul sir, ex-scientist of DRDO.
Abhimanyu sir,
Yes, sir.
Dr. TPS, I had one question. Means I was thinking about it. When Elon Musk talks about human being or human beings should be multi-planetary species, right?
Yeah.
So it's a marketing gimmick or it's the future which he sees at this time? Because he's working in space.
Rahul.
Marketing or
Yeah, that's a beautiful question. Rahul ji, I have also studied about how human body works in different environmental conditions. I have gone to submarines and I have gone to see people who went down the water for explorations underwater. From the atmosphere, when you go either deep down the sea or in space, the whole biochemistry of our body changes. It is not that I am breathing from the nose. I am also breathing from every pores in my body. Every 1 inch of my 1 inch will have 3000 holes, which is also breathing from the skin. So you can imagine if somebody is kept out of contact with the atmosphere for more time, every part of our body will become erratically behaving. If you look at after the SpaceX mission, when they came, they were carefully brought out with a lot of people on support on both sides because they could fall down. We don't know what will happen. So these are all experiments to be conducted. So staying away from India, staying away from the world, even when we stay away from our own home, how inconvenient we are. When the climate slightly changes, how are we getting struggle? And I'm sure when we don't have that atmosphere, what will happen? I'm also a poet, so I've written a beautiful poem. These are 100 poems. In this, there is one beautiful poetry which is written on Mission to Mars. It's all available. You can download from my website, Mission to Mars, which explains how people will look at when we started going there. It's only an illusion world. We cannot even think of such things because there is no trace of. It is not that. I remember when people from moon sending messages from the data collected which came to our nation state, when we said that we have got water content, hydrogen and oxygen, the paper report came that there is water in the moon. No water. There is only content which could, hydrogen and oxygen in a normal combination will become water. To make them water, there is a normal combination required in the atmosphere. That condition is not there. Therefore, water is not there. So it's like that. Different gases will be there. But as air, which makes us to be convenient for living, is not there in any of the planets. So cannot even think of staying there without a gadget of support of life systems which is monitored every bit of the time. I don't think these are all fun. It is nice that he could send people, they could come back, all that is fantastic. It's only a big dream, but I'm sure such dreams make people to become more and more curious and adventurous. Thank you, Rahul.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr.
Dr. TPS, my question is, what is the time taken when the people sending messages from the space to the earth?
Message to the space, to the earth, it may
Yes.
see generally the data and all is being come, if it is only 300-400 kilometers, it's almost like instantaneous, like a trunk call or a delay of this, because it's all connected to the satellite which is at 36,000 kilometer height. It's like a call which is from the satellite, because everything is under the 36,000 kilometer height, right? When a television
Dr. TPS, can you name them that satellite?
INSAT, all the INSAT satellites, INSAT, INSAT satellite. Suppose there is a program which is telecast at any part of the world, unless it is through cable, we see a small delay because of it has to come to the receiving station, it has to be transmitted to the satellite, it has to come to the other receiving station. So these two receiving stations are controlled and connected by the INSAT satellite, INSAT, INSAT. We have got at least 3-4 satellites. Once upon a time we didn't have satellite. What we did was we took rented satellite from Arabian Gulf country. So it was called Arabsat. So every country has got their own geostationary satellites. They are called geostationary. Geo means earth. Geo, with respect to earth, it is stationary. That means it is going around in the same speed as the earth is rotating and revolving. All the time I can see the satellite. INSAT, Indian satellite. INSAT.
Doctor,
Yeah.
I have a question that we are finding life on the Mars, and we are advanced enough to create oxygen. So why we are not creating artificial oxygen onto the Mars or onto the moon, so that life may be possible? Because if we watch at this COVID time, we have developed many of the stations where oxygen is creating. Artificial oxygens we are creating. So is it possible to create that much oxygen?
See, what can be done in a laboratory cannot be done in the nature. As simple as that. You can give 2 pipes to give oxygen for you. I told you it is not 2 pipes which is connected in the hospital for which we create. Through the skin also we take oxygen. Okay, so it is not creating an atmosphere is entirely. I suggest all of you to look at how difficult is the atmosphere. Atmosphere in this world itself we are not able to make under control. I'm sure most of you must not have seen the movie called Seaspiracy. Inconvenient Truth. Look at 3-4 movies. I'll tell you, you will learn a lot of things about different aspects which is misguided by the TV media. Seaspiracy, Cowspiracy, The Inconvenient Truth, and The Great Global Warming Swindle. There are different movies.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
My question is, what is made up of universe?
It's all different Ghara, Dreva, Vadaka. Solid, liquid and air. That's it. Every combination of that is what we see around.
Dr. TPS, some of the scientists say that through the black hole we are able to do the time traveling. Is it true or just a thing?
Black hole itself is a big myth. It is not that scientifically approved by many of the scientists.
But many of the scientists have said that it is possible to do it.
See what happens, my dear, if you look at flat is earth, you will see lot of scientists telling that flat is earth even now. So don't just believe what scientists say on the internet. I can also write a book and convince you that flat is earth, because there are 20,000 scientists who are still saying. There are a lot of scientists who says the quantum theory is wrong. There are a lot of contradictions and conflicts between different scientists. There are a lot of scientists who says global warming is there. The last movie which I said, the global warming swindle, you will see 37 great international scientists saying it's only bogus, including me. I support them. So scientists also contradict. It needs, scientists only give facts. Facts are not the truth. Understand this again. For a long time at your age, I was believing that there were 9 planets. But later with a bigger microscope, we found that it is not a planet. So science is always proving and disproving.
So doctor, what the difficulties we are facing in researching about black hole? Why we are not able to clear about of all the things about the black hole?
Because that itself is only a myth for many of the people. We are not able to trace where is it. And it is not what I can put in my laboratory to experiment. It's all hypothesis. Most of them are not observed. Hypothesis is theoretical mention. This is how it will be. If you think you can prove, you disprove it or prove it. If I tell you take a...
Have we proved that
No.
A black hole is in the Milky Way galaxy only?
See, these are all...
out of the Milky Way galaxy also.
That is what I am saying. The Milky Way galaxy itself, what we are seeing is what would have come, the light what we are seeing, the stars which we are seeing. In my lifetime I will predict, in my lifetime I will not see them again, or what I am seeing is not what comes from my lifetime. So these are all too vague, which is called esoteric. Esoteric is which cannot be understood. I can only make some theorems and then say that it is good. I can publish paper, I can become famous, but that is what people get attracted. That's a problem which has no consequence to my life and your life. That is good to some extent, but we can make good movies. Like PK made a movie, we can also make some nice movies.
Thank you, doctor.
I am only seeing 2-3 people very active. The rest of them, yeah, I know that I am boring. Yeah.
Sir, there is any other fuel other than hydrogen used in rocket to move?
See, different stages are there. In one of the stage they use what is porous. Porous means fluid and solid together. Liquid and solid together. Next stage they use only liquid. Next stage they will use only gas. And that is what we call it as cryogenic. Right? So there are different stages, different fuels used. It is not one fuel. It depends on how much regulation you want, how much force you want, how much power I want, how much control I can have. Liquid and solid together, control is more, which is called porous medium, which is called a porous medium.
Sorry, doctor, but somewhere it is written that kerosene is used as a fuel in a rocket. Is it true?
I don't know which rocket and which book and who is the author. It is not authentic. I don't think I have never heard this. I have also gone to Sriharikota to see the satellites, how they mix it. It's not that kerosene can be, maybe you can do it in your house and to send some items like I don't think any rocket with kerosene. Kerosene is one of the most, kerosene is one of the most adulterated petroleum product. Okay. Not even an aircraft uses normal petrol. They have got a special petrol which is highly inflammable. So don't read such silly books unless you have a reference specifically. Most of the people write books just to write books. So Dr. TPS never in the introduction I said I wrote 3 books or 4 books, right? Writing books is very simple. You give me some time, I can cut and paste and make books. So these are all unusable, useless, only to add values to your, I don't know what you get while saying it. There are a lot of people who write to confuse people. So don't read such things unless it has got a published paper which is referred in the book. How do you see the authority of a book? Whether in the last references you have published papers referred. Unless it is a creative poetry or novel or something. Any scientific book should have references which leads to published research papers and journals, not internet media.
Okay, doctor.
Nice that you are reading many things so that you could ask questions, right? Therefore, I could answer. Love you so much. Yeah.
Sir, I heard it from someone that the fuel of rocket is liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. Why it is so, sir?
Just now I mentioned when you make everything in the compressed way, gas is with a lot of gaps. When you compress it, it will become liquid. Very simple. You keep it in a different environment. When water is boiled, it goes to higher temperature, it will become gas. The gas, when you compress it and put it into lower temperature. Why am I putting into lower temperature? In the lower temperature, I blast it. It can go into the highest temperature very fast. That's why it's all liquid.
Doctor, I also have a confusion that I heard it from someone that Newton's force of gravity gives us the approximate value. Is it true, sir?
See, what is gravity?
When something attracts to each other. Force of attraction between two massive bodies.
Two massive body. So what is my gravity between me and Abhishek? I am also a massive body. Abhishek is also a massive body. We have attraction to each other, right?
Yes, sir.
When I become very close to you, our attraction becomes more. So it also depends on how far is that. Gravity is, what is earth gravity? Now let us come to earth gravity. What is earth gravity?
9.8 meter per square.
Meter per second square. What is meter per second square?
Acceleration due to gravity.
Yeah, acceleration. So acceleration is you keep on moving closer, the speed increases. That's why it is called acceleration. When the speed reduces, it is called deceleration.
Yes.
Understood? So definitely you know, if my distance is gravity meter per second square, if it is 1 meter distance, in 1 second it will reach the ground. Suppose if I am 3 meter distant, what will happen? First 1 meter it will come with a 9.8 speed. Then it will increase its speed. So gravity changes as you go away from the earth. Very simple. As it reaches close to earth 1 meter, close to the ground, it is 9.8. Little above, it will become lesser and lesser and lesser. Starting it will become 9.8. Then it increases. That's how it is. So 1 meter 9.8. In 1 second it will reach. You go to 9.8 meter. Okay. 9.8 meter is go to first floor in your house. You jump. In 1 second you will be on the ground. You go to third floor and jump. Will you take 3 seconds or less than 3 seconds?
It's from starting in 9.8 meter per second.
Yeah. So first third floor up to second floor you will be 9.8. After that you are increase speed. Therefore it will not be 3 seconds. It will be less than 3 seconds. So gravity is different at a different height. It's a very simple logic which normal physics teachers in normal classes. I keep asking this question to people who come to me for appointment with the physics background. So that they don't understand the concept. If you don't understand concept, this question.
Does space affect astronauts?
What is that better?
How does space affect astronauts?
Space effect, you have to see beautiful videos are there on YouTube. You just look at how does it, how do they eat, how do they walk, how do they drink water, what will happen if they want to go to toilet. Many small videos are there, beautifully shot. Very difficult to explain it. So if you live in such a situation, how do they go up? How do they open this? This Elon Musk, they had the camera is kept on the top. There is a transparent place, and they go up. They open the door, look at it, and then see the world. What a beautiful scene, no? So you have got most beautiful life there. Which fantastic see. You are seeing the earth itself. From the bottom of the earth, you are seeing earth on the top. From the top of the earth, you are seeing bottom earth. It's a beautiful scene, enjoyment. But the life inside is horrible. That's why earlier I said, when you change your atmosphere to an artificial atmosphere, your life becomes entirely different. The food what you eat, the water which, see, to explain in zero gravity how the water, when you take a towel and then squeeze the water, what will happen to water, you know? It will come and occupy your hands. Because surface tension is entirely different in that place. It's a beautiful scene. Chanchala. I wish you see all the videos and then come back to me with more explanations.
So, sir, another question is there. What happened to the human body in this space?
That is what I said. Your bones will start breaking. You see, generally, if you are sent for 3 days in the space, you will be hospitalized immediately after that. And similarly, when you go under the water, immediately from underwater, they will be taken to hospital. Because they need a thorough treatment for long time.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, if you wanted to learn what is called yogasana, like a monkey, you want to jump with your all the body, there is a heat meditation, heat yoga practice. The temperature in the atmosphere, you change it from the 23 degree Celsius to 50 degree Celsius. You can bend all your bones. So small change in temperature can make your bones to bend in different style.
More questions?
Excuse me, doctor.
Yeah.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yeah.
My question is, when the satellite go away from the Earth about 36,000 kilometers, how satellite move then?
That is why I said when the satellite is kept there, the weight of the satellite will be balanced between the planets. The weight of the satellite will decide where it will stay. Then there is a gyro system. Gyro system means the roll, pitch, yaw. 3 different motions. Roll motion, yaw motion, pitch motion. How it is to be balanced. There, from here command will go, and the satellite has got a gyro system. It's called the gyro system to control its views. Otherwise, satellite will see somewhere on the top. When I wanted to see the ground, the camera has to be looked down. So that control is what is controlled by master control facility. We have got in Hyderabad one, near Hyderabad. Another one is in Bhopal. Master control facility. That is what controls this. I am sure there are a lot of questions in the chat box. I am only seeing 1 or 2 people keep on asking questions. Nothing wrong.
How do rockets come back to the Earth?
Pardon?
How do rockets come back to the Earth?
Yeah, that is not that simple. We have no experimentally proved mechanisms other than Elon Musk and some space shuttles, and Apollo also tried this. That means you have to make the trajectory so that it enters back without firing, without penetrating in the atmosphere with frictions. So if you know how to control the frictions and slowly come back to the atmosphere, like the aircraft systems, that is how the speed is being controlled.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yeah.
I have a question that once there is one satellite who moves along the Earth. I forget that name of the satellite, but how it move along the Earth?
Along the Earth means, that is what I said, the geostationary satellites moves always along the Earth because the height is kept in such a place, balance is kept in such a place. INSAT, geostationary, I explained it, you missed it. Geostationary, along with the Earth, always India portion only will be seen by INSAT. Arabsat will only see Gulf country. That's how it is maintained. The
Actually,
height.
Doctor, base the weight is 0. So how the satellites are able to move?
No, that weight is not 0. There is a gravity and the mass is
1/6 of the Earth.
that is only in some place. That is why I said where are you keeping, which are the planets which determine how much gravity it is affected. So capital G formula you have to learn. Then you will know it is not 0, it is not 1 by 6, it is not 1 by 9. It is a combination of multiple different at different places. It all depends on whether I am being pulled by 3 people, how much energy each of you has. So my balance in where I will stay will determined by those people who are pulling me.
Thank you, doctor.
My doctor,
Yeah. Akash Raj.
who is better, ISRO or NASA?
See, NASA, I told you it is combination of astronomy and space together. And NASA's individual capacity is less, but they have a lot of money. They collaborate with different companies. So as a consortium, they are called a consortium. And it is much bigger because larger, long term. We just started few years back. The 1960 we started as small experiment, small rocketing. 1980 I remember IRS satellites, when I was part of it, we had only 10 satellites being launched. By the time NASA would have launched 500. So how do you compare them? So even today, most of the American collaboration with the NASA, it is not done by scientists directly reporting to NASA. They contract it out. So NASA is much richer than ISRO. But greater as potential ability, ISRO is good. But with experience, NASA is much bigger and higher. So we don't compete, we collaborate.
But sir, the success rate of ISRO is high.
See, success rate means if you are sending 10 satellites, out of which 1 is only failed and 9 is success, we say success rate is good. Correct? But if you have courage, what you will do? You have written only 5 exams and you passed everything. It cannot be success. You have to write 500 exams and then see how much become successful, right? So they are more courageous. They will do a lot of experiments because they can afford doing it. We cannot afford doing it. Yeah.
Thank you so
According
much.
to according to some of the articles, the China is creating or had created the artificial sun. Is it true? Or if it is true, then how the China is able to manage that much heat?
See, they had a concept of creating a mirror which reflects and gives more light, and they can see that some reflections can be kept from satellite, and then some light can be penetrated to the place where you want, which can generate heat and all that. These are all experimental. Nothing practically possibly done today. Strategically, I study all these countries, so I can guarantee to say that it is only a false claim. Nothing is in place. But they are very good in different technologies. Very good in different technologies. 100%.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
If you allow me.
Everybody is allowed. Why not?
Yeah, thank you, sir. Recently, sir, on Thursday, ISRO GSLV rocket failed, sir. Recently on Thursday, sir, due to inject into the orbit, sir. Sir, any tool or technology not rectify at that time and then again relaunched, sir?
No. Once it is gone out of the hand from the earth, uncontrollable. Uncontrollable. Once it is fired and then thrown out of the control, when they count down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, even at 4 difficult because it starts firing. 3, 2, 1, 0 finished, gone. Nothing can be done. And I'll tell you, if you look at the launch vehicle pad, the whole area gets burned totally. There is nothing called which can bring back and keep it. The whole satellite will burst. Nothing can be done.
Yes, thank you.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yeah.
My question is, how the life is created?
How the
life is created?
LIFE, life.
The earth. How the earth is created?
I will make you a conversation with the Brahma. After both of us die and go to that other world, then he will take Yadamogham Tadandaruptam Goda. There are so many slokas which says Prabhavistasyu, that those knowledgeable people will tell like this. We don't know.
But it's a superstitious thing. Why I believe that Brahma had created this world?
Yeah, you don't have to. I can only tell what I believe, right? Or what I know. What has been taught by my guru.
Actually, doctor, according to science, before humans, dinosaurs exist, and before dinosaurs, some of the things may exist. So how we can say that these things may happen, these things may exist in the world, and these things have created.
See, when you ask a question to me, you must agree that this Dr. TPS have an answer and you agree to that. Otherwise, you will have to only what I see, I believe. Then I will ask a lot of rubbish questions to you, which is not to my standard on this forum.
Sorry, doctor.
Yes, excuse me, children.
Understood now? See, I believe in God because I believe in my father and mother. I believe my mother because I believe mother told this is my father. It is not that I have seen how my father became my father. If I ask this question to mother, it becomes so bad, no? So I believe my mother. That is my answer for most of the unscientific questions. And what is science is? What is science is? What is good for me, what is good for you is science. That is called Shastra. Sakshat anubhavai drushto na srudo na guru darshidaha lokanam upakaraya etat sarvam pradarshitam. What is useful for human being is not what is called science. What is useful for human being? It's not mine. It is by the great chemist and doctor who is called anybody? 13th century best chemist from Andhra Pradesh. There is a university in his name. I'm sure. Yeah. Soumya has an answer for this. Soumya has an answer for this question.
No, sir, I have a question.
Okay, let me finish this. He is called Acharya Nagarjuna. Acharya Nagarjuna said, Sakshat anubhavair drushto na sruto na gurudarshadaha. What people say, don't believe. What you experience is what you should believe. Okay. Yeah, ask Soumya. Good.
Sir, what happened to dead bodies in space?
Dead bodies or the satellite dead bodies?
Satellite.
Yeah, satellite dead bodies are created from the space. Wonderful question. Love you, Soumya. When orbit is there, satellite goes in the orbit. Once there is a battery which I know that is not going to exist after some time, it is going to die. When I know it is going to die, it is pushed from its normal orbit to an orbit called graveyard orbit. Because once it is pushed from the normal orbit, automatically it needs an extra power to push it out. Once it is pushed out, all the other items which are pulling with the gravity. Earlier we were discussing about the universal gravity, different pulled by different planets. Its speed will increase, it will go and an uncontrollable speed, and then it will vanish by bits and bits and bits and bits. Naturally it will come to Earth atmosphere. By the time it reaches atmosphere with a large speed, it will become small dust particle which will be less than 0.1 millimeter size. Therefore, it will become part of the atmosphere which cannot be seen by human eyes. Wonderful question. I think this is the last question. It's 6 o'clock. Good enough?
Yes.
Thanks, doctor.
I love you, Abhimanyu Mishra. Beautiful questions. Large number of curious people around you. I am so glad. Yeah. Kumara has got. Kumra has got. Am I Kurma? Yeah, Karma has got a question. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Joseph, sir.
Kerala, yeah. Sir, namaskaram, sir.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram, doctor. Sir, from your last 20 years experience working with ISRO, sir, what suggestion and advice you would like to give to the students who would become the scientists? Some of the children are very interested to become a scientist in their future.
Should I say this publicly?
No, sir, it is not that then.
See, I'll tell you. I am a space scientist. My wife is also a space scientist. Okay. I also did an HR on space department. HR means human resources. and I have got a knowledge management MBA doing project in ISRO. Only one knowledge management MBA from ISRO is Dr. DPS. Not many scientists in ISRO wanted their children to be scientists of ISRO. Is that answers your half of your question? You understood? It's not the Department of Space is not good. You don't take that simple life. Department of Space give promotions to people on a guaranteed program called flexible complementary system. If you are very good, you get promotions. If you are very good means many things. Very good with your boss, listen to them, do work without reservation, without asking too many questions. You understood? Yeah. I can object any project. We have a forum in which we can discuss many things and say, Chairman, I don't agree with you. We have that freedom. But once we decided to do, I cannot even say a single word against it. Until it is formed into a project, I can speak. Once it is formed and I am part of the project, I must just do what my boss says. Because then only work will happen. It's a project. Understood? So it's a highly disciplined organization. So many people fail to be part of this, including me. I was a failure. Understood? Therefore, what happens is you cannot, I will get in the beginning, yes, the thrill and all will be there. How much you can sustain is a big question. So having seen that most of the people, I did a survey. I am not talking from just blah, blah, blah.
Yes, sir.
If you look at a great space scientist, probably if some of their children became scientists just by, they did not get any other job. And today we had lot of people leaving Department of Space than joining. Attrition rate is too high. That is why I was part of the program in which we had a big discussion with Madhavan Nair, and he agreed that he has got a vacant place where we can have an institute, and that institute is what is called IAST today. So we wanted people to join after +2, become IAST, so that we train people to become part of Space Department, so that guaranteed people they will continue with the Space Department. That was some vision 15 years back. But today Department of Space have got with the new government, I don't know how it is good. There are a lot of reservations, senior people who left ISRO like Madhavan Nair has got a lot of reservations on these policies which are being privatized. ISRO, most of the people are not happy because we don't have the tradition of long history of understanding what ISRO was. It had a big culture. Probably next generation after few years it will be lost. Okay, so this is a time when lot of changes are happening. So this is a time when changes are happening, therefore new blood can join there and become part of it. One opportunity. Second opportunity, you have got a system, you have got lot of private organizations coming up, you can be part of it. You can have an association. Now there is a new concept called Space Association, the new government, Indian Space Association with the space industries. So there are a lot of people. I am also an advisor for one of the company who is making some small portion of the space requirements. So there are a lot of space people who can become part of it. They will also contribute. Otherwise we have got 60 years retirement, right? So after that what will happen? So most of the people are available. They will become part of different industries. So it's not, that is the structure in which NASA is working. Lot of private industry collaboration. So ISRO is also trying to move into that. So it's expanding. One way it is expanding. When government doesn't have much money to contribute for its own research, it make private party to become part of it, right? So these are all some prosperous, maybe ways for prosperity for people to come forward and then be part of it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir, for giving your precious time, sir, to the students of Satyam Shivam Sundaram Group.
I wish Mr. Ji, some entry will come very fast because I am almost getting close to the minimum requirement of the number for that international collaboration, international mentoring program, which will have lot of opportunity to collaborate with students across the globe. The first one is coming very fast with South Korea.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So welcome. Good. I enjoyed. It's my first lecture with Bihar. Thank you. I must thank Ravi Shankar ji, engineer, and IDYM, though I am also part of it slightly here and there.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We are very proud
Thank you,
of
sir.
listening to you.
Anytime you are welcome. One WhatsApp message. I am not very formal like a lot of activity. So I keep on, Mr. Ji knows, he is part of my travel all through. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so he attended most of my, I have got music, I have got Bhagavad Gita, I have got question answer, I have got psychology. I keep on doing different things. So just now I am going to attend the United Nations Day program in Mahi. And then after that, from New York, United Nations NGO is hosting my Bhagavad Gita program. So you are welcome. Keep in contact to get added to such activities if you allow me. Enjoy.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Thank you, sir. Once again.
Thank you, sir.
From the core of my heart.
All the best wishes. Do well.